John, I brought it for you, John. my referee buddies realized that for, it must have been 20 years, I've been bringing a big box of Kleenex out to the game with me because I wouldn't take any Sudafed or whatever, you know. Mark Rice and Joe Vancura, I have it today. So I can measure the stick now. A little late. They were JV coaches, Joe at Pittsburgh, Mark at Penfield. It was the early days. Mark thought the stick was a little too off. I failed to bring my tape out of the car, which is a mortal sin for a referee. But Mark, being very, very sharp, grabs a piece of paper out. He goes, "Here, this is 8.5 by 11. Measure it." So I did. I kicked the stick out. Joe still doesn't forgive me. Jay Coons, fabulous job. Your perseverance. You're so close. You're so close. You never gave up. You kept digging, just like Mitty getting a ground ball. You just kept after it, kept after it. Congratulations, bringing that to RIT. Oh my God! I was at TSE, and you're rehab, and so you came and you played with us scrubs, and I was refereeing it. My God, it's not luck. It's not luck. This man, when I came home, wasn't I super pumped up? It's 11 o'clock. I'm going, "Oh, Mary, you should have seen Johnny G." She's going, "What?" I'm going, "John Grant, oh my God, he was unbelievable. You should have seen him. He's here. He's like a soccer player for the German. He's a center. He gets his position. He's got the ball here at his stick, and he's looking over his shoulder here. He's going faking under here. He's going like this." I swear to God, the goalie, big guy, headed all over the place. He puts it without looking. He gives a little look like this and goes, boom, right through it. So the man got lucky. He was like a deer hunter, a bow hunter, getting ready for the season. He was out there just practicing. And not luck, sir. You are Jeff Long. When I came home, I said, "He's a big Jeff Long." I had the privilege of going to the Naval Academy, to be appointed to the Naval Academy. Jeff, Tommy McKee from Henrietta, Terry Corcoran, from the great Corcoran family, down in Corning. Tommy Van Hall, great guy, just passed away in June. We didn't get a chance to celebrate him. He donated his body to the U of R. So he was a hero and a guy I emulated. He was the center of our football team as a freshman. He was loquacious. He could banter with anyone. He sacrificed. He was a 190-pounder when he was playing football. He sucked down to 155 for wrestling, so that we could be tough at 55, 155, 167, 177, which I was, and 215. Now, he could beat all of us, from Frank DeStefano, the 215-pounder, all the way down. He could beat all of us, but he sacrificed for us. And unfortunately, it was too much. As the time went on, it was too much. He was turned on his body too much. So he was much better. But because of him, I became a better wrestler, because without his sacrifice, I wouldn't have had those opportunities to try to fail, to go do the moves. So I owe my athleticism and what I achieved in wrestling because of the sacrifice of Tom Van Hall. And it's a shame that we didn't have a mass or a service for that man, because he was the best for me. So a friend. Yeah, thank you. practice with his box stick on the pole in his basement because he wanted to switch from being a defenseman to a midi. So he practiced all the time he had, between wrestling matches. He'd get it so he could hit the center and have it bounce back to him. Unbelievable. I know I could never do that. And he was great. Unfortunately, he screwed up his ankle our senior year playing lacrosse. It never healed correctly. He still played on it, never healed correctly. But I have a couple of health things going on right now. But I've been thinking about mortality and life. And if I get to heaven, when we all get to heaven, I want my guardian angel to have me in his arms, or her arms, whatever, and moving me from person to person as Jeff Long and everybody else, and Tommy Van Hall, Bobby DeSimone, who was an All-American. If that team had stayed together, how great would you guys have been? With Bobby DeSimone here like this, looking around shooting that ball, oh my God! He was an All-American in Hopkins. They won the national championship. Ray Finnegan, the goalie. Steve Nims, another great man from the Naval Academy, graduate, U.S. Marine Corps. God bless you. And what a team, what a team, what a team. So, two of my teammates from Cortland, Billy Duford, Dave Richardson, fearsome. People on my team in Webster were so intimidated by David Richardson. And I didn't see men do his check until I saw the Iroquois national team, where they come out and boom, they come down 90 degrees, boom, right like that, right out. And he was fearsome with the wooden stick. He was. Well, yes. You guys are around for 72 team. Oh my God. Every team from around the court. We were the rest of us, you guys were generational players ahead of us. We would catch, cradle, and pass. Beautiful. And we bring it across our body, come up. You guys, they were always saying, what the heck were you guys doing? Standing there, jumping up in the air when we were taking shots. We thought you guys were crazy. It's because we were stones. Our legs were stones. You guys had your wooden sticks going like this and going behind your head and going here. We couldn't keep up. You guys were generationally ahead of the game in Section 5. At least us in Webster. So congratulations. Congratulations. Coach Peter, I was fortunate enough to get down to the chicken coop and play with your dad. We went up to Lake Placid, and a super time with the Penny and men. Yes. When you guys were little, Mary and I went to see the Nighthawks, and you guys were sitting in front of us, your whole family. So God bless you. You got the best dad in the world, Harry.
And Mom.
And Mom. Yeah. Congratulations. And I'd like to give a tip of the hat to all the women who fought with their grit and their guts and their total effort to get Title IX passed. Because it's come to show, if anybody saw the Women's United, no, what? I'm sorry, I'm taking a move around. Is it Women's United Lacrosse?
It's like AU Pro.
That final game was, if you saw that on TV, was that magnificent lacrosse? Those women, that was magnificent, that lacrosse game. Just purely magnificent poetry in motion. So to the women and to some men who fought for Title IX, no, it was women. Women busted their rear ends to get it because so many of us big-headed guys like me are saying, oh, no, it's going to hurt women. It's going to hurt. No, and you proved everybody wrong. So, congratulations, Sarah. And you and Jake and coaching, keep on doing, whatever you do, adopting, tweaking here and there, motivating. God bless you all. God bless you all. My guys, stand up. My referees who are here. Stand up. Stand up.
You're throwing the flag.
I can't accept this without accepting it for everybody I've ever worked with. As Mary was saying today, I was a little embarrassed because I'm going, my God, these people are giants of the game. She goes, well, don't embarrass people by saying, oh. So I said, okay, I won't. She said, you're like the everyman. You did a little coaching, you ref, you played a little bit, you love the game. So I said, yeah, I guess I am. So on behalf of all the referees, I guess I am the everyman. I only accept this because I can say I accept it because of everybody, all the referees, So we lost Steve Morgan a few years ago. We lost Bruce Teague. We lost Harvey Stoller, and now we lost Steve Lacrosse. So there's been tragedy in our referee family. I have this American flag on. My wife doesn't know I'm going to do this, but she worked for a military contractor. This is a coin that a general, when a general retires, he gives this coin out to people that were very, very high up in his command and important to him in the mission. And it was given to my wife. And it reads, presented for excellence by the commanding general. So two of our neighbors, the Hinderlin boys, Danny Hinderlin, he crawled on his stomach through 2 miles in soupy sand going into Mosul in Iraq to get targets. His brother, a Naval Academy graduate, is a naval aviator. So for all of us who can't, for those of us, if you're a military officer, you can't speak your mind about politics, but we can, So I was an election inspector the other day. Only 81 people showed up to vote. We got our men and our women in harm's way, and only 81 people in the district come out and vote. Come on. My daughter Sheila, she worked for Hillary Clinton in the State Department. So, that soft power of the State Department has been paid for by the blood and the limbs and the bodies, the dead of our military men and women. So we got to come together as a nation. I'm a Democrat. I'm a regular Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. Dad was a Republican. Mom was a Democrat. They had 12 children. We can come back together as a country. We can come back together as a country. So our military men, we deserve it as a nation. I can thank. So I'm sorry, Mary.
Don't lose my coin, boss.
I won't lose your coin. Yes. So, Sean, my son isn't here. He played lacrosse for a couple years. There's a great joy refereeing him. I got to referee my brothers, who played. I got to coach a little bit for my brothers, helping out. Just an amazing experience. Siobhan, our youngest, she got to play at Binghamton, high school, and playing Binghamton. Her last game, when it was all over, I cried all the way home, driving up 81. Because that was it for us, for lacrosse and for team sports. So it's been an amazing run. I don't know what the good Lord, all of you who have been inducted, you're the little C creators. You create new things, but the game is capital C for the creator. And as the Great Irondequoit team, Mr. Patterson would come over with the wooden sticks, and they'd even go out into the field and see which sapling they were going to cut. Mr. Patterson would take them around. So that tree, the root was the top of the head, and the leaves and the shoot and the canopy was the handle. So if all of you, as you go on in life, if you will take that stick and that life that comes from the stick from the Creator, and just do the best you can and get it out there to every person that you meet, be them poor, be them indigent, be them the kids in the city. A kid in the city, 15 years old, as you probably all know, he was murdered election night. Coach Guerrero, he came to me when I was 16 to say, hey, why don't you come play lacrosse? So that kid, if that had been me, I would have never had the great joy of lacrosse. So, sorry to end on such a happy note there. Get rid of the stick. Oh, get over here. Oh, I'm sorry.